Hello everyone, this is Angie at Chic and Scratch. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm sharing this beautiful gift box that holds handmade cards and envelopes, and it's the perfect gift for giving during the holidays and craft fairs. Today's project was created with box template 35, featuring the adorable Stitch Stockings bundle. Okay, if you're joining me live, be sure to say hello in the chat box. I already see one thumbs up. Does that mean you can hear me okay? Hi, Erica. And there's Kathy. Okay, so I can take this off my screen. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? Okay, I switched my desk around today. Actually, I didn't switch it around. You always see the other side. This is the other side. Yeah, that's the front, this is the back, whatever. I don't know. How do I word it? Okay, let's see. Where's my desk? Here we go. Okay. Here's the box we're making. Oh, I need to put my picture in the corner, which is where? Right here. Hi there. Let's see. I thought I saw a question. Maybe I didn't see a question. Did I see a question? Maybe not. Hey, Vicky. I hope you're feeling better. Hey, Sarah. Okay, thank you, Sarah. You're very good with words, right? I'm not. The flip side. That's perfect, right? Okay, so I'm going to give you guys the link to the live Chic Handy, and then I'm going to show that to you real quick. So live Chic Handy. And if you're on Facebook, I already shared it with you guys. And then let me hop over to YouTube really quickly. Let's see. There we go. And I'm going to pin that so that you guys can find the link really quick. Go to my channel. Pin. Oh, pin. Okay, so if you're on YouTube, you've now got the link to enter to win the prizes that we're going to do at the very end. And now I can close out of this screen. Hi, Melissa. How are you doing? You know, Sarah, I shared this a few weeks ago that my cardstock, I had moved the wall behind me over to the other side, and the sun comes in from over there, and it was fading my cardstock something terrible. So I moved the shelves back over here and then put them down further, closer to the ground, so that it was less likely to get the sun. Okay, we're going to have 3 winners tonight. Hey, Susan, how are you doing? And I'm supposed to number these, right? And I forgot. Where's my Post-it notes? Okay, so we know that C is Chic Stand. We know that A is a Chick-a-ma-jig. D is for this random set of dies called Frosted Bouquet. The reason I'm offering these is because even though you may not have the stamp set for these other Dumaflechis, these dies right here are actually worth gold. Because you can just, they're like rectangles, right? They may go in one of the mystery boxes if no one chooses them. Okay, we've got stamp sets, we've got baskets, we've got ribbon. Sorry, I'm a little late. I'm a little unorganized today. Well, there's a lot going on in the Stampin' Up! World because there was a pre-order today, and then I posted on my website about I don't know, what did I post about on my website? I forgot to mention to you guys that the last chance list had been updated. So, where is that? I don't even know. So here's the product of the month. Last chance products. The witch hat. See why I'm all scattered? There's so much going on. Stephanie, I did take a picture. I just got to edit it. Yes, I took a picture. I'm going to load it hopefully after the live. I have to have dinner first. We're actually going out to dinner with some friends. Okay, let me letter these really, really, really quickly so you guys can be thinking about what you want. We've already got A for the chickamajig, and B is going to be one of these fabric baskets. So let me show you that. So this one is one of the little trinket trays, which I love, love, love this fabric. Love it. So the fabric option is going to be one of these three. This is like a Stampin' Blends fabric tray. Okay. So B is a fabric basket. So A, B, C is a chick stand. Uh-oh, it's upside down. D is the dies. E is the ribbon. F is the festive tags kit. I got too many choices. What am I doing? So we'll say E is the ribbon or the twine. How about that? We got F. Goodness gracious. This just goes to show how my mind is working today. G will be an embellishment. So you get to choose either the festive pearls or the peppermints. Okay? And then H will be a stamp set choice. Either or. They're retired, but hey, they're both really awesome stamp sets. And they're brand new, never used. Okay, did y'all get all that? I'll recap it again at the very end. Yeah, okay. Let's see. We had our mystery stamping event last night, our team stamping event. So I'm going to kind of blame that I'm not organized because I didn't get to work on this last night at all. Okay, so back to this. Inside here, it will hold cards. Hey, Sandy. It will hold cards and envelopes. You can see the envelopes fit in there perfect. I do not have a single card to fit in here. I guess I could dig one out real quick. I do have a couple cards sitting here. Let's see. So you can see cards and envelopes will fit in this box. So this is a perfect box to give. Perfect gift to give people, right? I have made this before because this is box template 35. Yeah, box template 35. Just don't fill it up too much because then it won't close properly. Now you could put the opening in the back instead of the front, and that's what I did when I originally made this box. Okay, I'm going to try to not do too much talking tonight. I did go ahead and do some cutting in advance because the dies that we're using, the stamp set and the dies, is called the Stitched Stocking. Y'all knew I was going to use this, right? So darling. So I went ahead and did some of the die cutting in advance because otherwise we'd be here all night long, and I've got those organized in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually make the box, and I'm going to post the, am I forgetting to tell y'all anything before I get started? Hey, Jamie. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, am I? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but it's probably because I've been running like a chicken with its head cut off all day long. Oh, I don't think I mentioned the Designer Series paper sale. I'm looking for the box template. Here we go. Okay, so here's the template. We're going to do that. We're going to do the box first. you, Shannon. That's so nice. I figured I needed to show my fabric a little bit behind me if I'm going to be using a project that looks like sewing, right? Okay, so this measures 10 7/8 this way and 8 inches this way. And on the, I got to move this over so I can see it a little bit. Let's see. On the 10 7/8, I'm going to score at 5/8. 5/8 and 5 1/8. And I'm going to do that on both sides. You just completely turn it and do 5/8 and 5 1/8. And then on the 8-inch side, we're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 1 1/8. And we're going to do this on both sides. So 1/2 inch and 1 1/8. I am going to try to go back to my previous templates and clean those up, give them a refresher, because some of them didn't even have all the details. Okay, so now I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so that we can see what we're doing, but yet I can still see this, right? You know, it was overcast here earlier today, but not anymore. The sun is actually out. And when I'm on this side of the room, the sun doesn't come in. Well, actually, yeah, no, I don't think so. Okay, I'm going to get my bone folder and my scissors. I'm going to move this back over here. And now we're going to cut. So if we're looking at the template, I'm going to make it big again. So we're going to start on this side. And we are going to remove. We're going to actually cut up. Can you see that? We're going to cut up to that second score line. But we're only going to remove that part right there. And then we're going to slightly angle cut that tab. We're going to do the same thing on this side, okay? So we're going to cut up. It's better to just turn it this way. We're going to cut up to that second score line. We're going to remove this outside square and then angle cut this, okay? So now that part's done. Now we're going to come down here. We're going to cut up to the score line. The second score line, up to the second score line. Okay, and then we're going to cut all the way from here to there. I always say I can't cut straight on a straight line. Okay, so we're going to fold this in for a second and we're going to cut this little piece off. And then we're going to angle cut this. Okay, so this side is done. Now we got to go back over here and do the same thing. So we're going to cut up to that second score line here. Second score line here. And we're going to remove all of this. You can do this on your trimmer too if you want, since it's such a long strip. Fold that over. We're going to remove that. Stephanie, I loved my card last night so much. Oh my gosh. I know it was very simple compared to everybody else's, but it was so cute. Okay, did I angle cut all those? I think so. What am I missing? Wait, look, we're going to hold it up like this. So if I'm looking at the template, oh, wait. Did I mess up? No. It goes like this. Wait. No. Did I mess up? No, I didn't. You guys are going to be like, what's wrong with her? Is she drinking today? I promise you I am not. We can take this off the screen now. That's what's bothering me. distracting me. Actually, let's fold on these score lines and burnish with our bone folder, and then we'll use that. Okay, I can't see y'all's comments. Where are y'all? Let's see. So Katie, y'all be careful with the fires. That's really scary. Sewer. Sewer and sewer. Yeah. I sew, I quilt. What's the difference? I don't actually do the bleh, I can't talk. I don't do the whole quilting, the background quilting, right? Yeah. I make the quilt top. 2 more score lines. Okay. Now, we're going to use the corner punch. And on this, like where you're going to place your adhesive, you can put it on either side. So you can put it on this strip here, or you can put it on this one. Whatever you prefer. It doesn't matter. If you put it on this side, it's going to go on the outside. If you put it on this side, it's going to go on the inside. I better make sure I look at my template again and make sure I did that right. Yeah. Okay. My adhesive. And now we're going to add the Designer Series paper. And I don't need that strong. You're very welcome, Sue Ann. I'm glad you received them. Okay. Now, we're just going to tuck in this bottom, just like that. And then the same thing up here, just tuck that in. Okay. Now we got to build the stocking. I got this on Amazon, and I do have the link in the description. I've already put that on, when I typed the description, I put the link there. Okay, so first I die cut. Let me show you the dies that we're using. So I already showed you the whole package, but these are the pieces that we're using. So we're using this one for the basic white. There's that one. We use this one for the real red. We're going to use this one with the white, and then this one for the greeting. Okay, so we can go ahead and attach this right on top and use your favorite adhesive. For this type of work, I like using the liquid glue. You could also use the adhesive sheets if you want. I thought about using adhesive sheets like after the fact, right? Hi, Jeanne. Okay, so now let me tell you, for the pieces, I went ahead and die cut all but a couple, okay? So I went ahead and die cut the basic white layer using that die right there. Doesn't it seem like my desk is a little bit smaller today? Is it smaller? Well, no, that shows my my lap. Y'all don't want to see my lap. See if I can zoom out a little. Oh, goodness gracious. I better not do that. Sorry. Okay, we'll leave well enough alone, right? Hey, Bonnie. Okay, so this one we're gonna cut on screen. The rest of these I did in advance, but I'm gonna show you how I did them. I'm gonna show you a tip about that one. It's a little time consuming, but it is not hard, okay? It's so worth doing it. So I'm going to glue these on, and then I'm going to show you the tip, okay? So this navy piece, I'm just going to use a little bit of liquid glue, and it's going right here. So you're basically just filling the blank, right? So there's nothing special about this. You're just gonna put it in that space. And if you use liquid glue, you can kind of slide everything around and make it fit exactly where it goes. Let's see, this one goes here. Sorry, there goes an airplane. At least it's not a lawnmower today. I think last Monday the lawnmower was going, the neighborhood lawnmower. Okay, there's that one. And then we're gonna do this one. David's over at Brooke's apartment putting together a printer stand for her. I'm laughing because if she and I had tried to put it together, it would not be a pretty sight. In fact, the last time I tried to put something together like that, I actually cut myself and had to go to the emergency room or the emergency walk-in clinic, the urgent care clinic, whatever it's called. You know what I mean? Whoops, I got some liquid glue there. Oh, come on, Angie. There we go. Whew. And then this one. It's hot in this room because it's hot again today. But today is going to be the hottest day this week. And then it's going to get a little bit cooler. We went and saw Darius Rucker in concert Friday night. And we got so lucky. The weather was amazing. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to share with you about this piece here, the piece that came out of here, is don't pull it. What I did for this one that I didn't ruin is I used our new detailed scissors. These are got a really sharp point. And I snipped it out of here instead of pulling it. If you pull it, you're going to rip it like that. Of course, you could glue that down. It's not like it's ripped. That sounds funny. You know what I mean? Hey, Margaret. Yeah, that's my tip about that piece, okay? Now we're going to die cut that other one, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So I don't know if you guys do this, but let me move some of the stuff out of the way. I can't think when it's all here. I'm going to get my mini die cut machine. So I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but I die cut this upside down. So I take the paper, and so for this piece, if I could pick up that die. So this piece, by the way, my free PDF tomorrow will have the measurements of what I cut these down to die cut on here. So this piece goes on this section right there. So I'm going to place that there and then use a piece of tape where's my, I'm going to place it on my, wait, I taped it in the wrong orientation. Hold on. Because it cannot exceed past the, hold on. Let me just trim this down. Because I actually trimmed, that's actually bigger than what I tell you in my PDF, okay? So we have a 1, ruh-roh. Remember last week? Was that last week? You would think I was new to paper crafting with the way I'm fiddling with this. Hold on. Place it on the plate. And then tape it down. And then put it in your machine. And see, I have it right side up. And it still works that way. A lot of times well, most of the time I cut it the other way, right? But not with this because you wouldn't be able to see what you're doing. You could. And so what Shannon said was what you could do is you could take your die and you could cover all of this with each of those papers, and then you've got enough to make 6 because we use 6 different patterns. So you could take, what does that measure? Hopefully I'm not confusing y'all. So this measures, if you wanted to cut your designer series paper, you could take a piece that measures 3 1/4 by 2 1/2. So you'd cut all 6 patterns at 3 1/4 by 2 1/2, and then you just run it through 6 times, and then you'd be able to make 6 of these stockings. I always say that I have to make things more difficult. Or wait a second, I'm not sure I'm going to be making 6 of these stockings right now because that mice stamp set that I showed you guys the other day, I already have, uh-oh, did I cut that wrong? Wait, did I cut it wrong? I cut it. Okay, Angie, what did you do? I did. I missed a section. Grr. Okay, hold on. Look. I got my pieces right here. That's what I get for talking. Come back here. I cannot make this. Wait, it's this piece right here, right? Yeah, it's this piece. What was I saying? Oh, I can't make this wrong and not fix it. I messed up because I was trying to explain it so much. That's what I get for trying to explain it. Is that facing the right direction? Yep. Okay. I was about to make the same mistake. Okay, Angie. I probably will make 6 of these actually because it's so stinking cute, right? And then you got to use your pokey tool to get that out of there. There's a festival at the convention center this week. It's a sewing and quilting event at our Overland Park Convention Center. I think I'm going to go. I don't know what day. Although I'm on a spending freeze, so I've spent so much with Stampin' Up! This past month. Oh my gosh, between the foiling system and the holiday catalog and then the stuff today is like, okay, I have to stop spending. Brooke is doing, oh yeah, put the mouse on the stocking. That would be cute. Brooke is doing okay. what has it been, like 5 weeks now? So she's still in the boot, still struggling. That's why David's over there putting her printer stand together. Thank goodness she has us, right? What would she do without us? Okay, now let me tidy up for a minute. Oh, wait, I need this because I'm going to show you how I stamp this. Now, I may mess up. Wait, I don't have any white cardstock, do I? Well, here's the thing. We're going to pretend that this is the piece I'm using. I'm actually going to use this piece because it's perfect. I looked to see if you could get this on Amazon, and you cannot. I don't know why this is not available anymore. It's labeling and cover-up tape, and it's 1/3 inch. I'm using Real Red Stampin' Spot. So if you get Paper Pumpkin or any of our kits, I'm looking for the image. Who knows where I put it? Maybe I won't be showing y'all how to stamp it. Is it in front of my face? No. Okay, here's embellishments. And here's the buttons. And here's the 2 ribbons we're using. And I do not know where my stamp set is. Okay, well, it has to be, oh, it's right in, okay, sorry guys. You can call me a dingbat today. Okay, so what I did was I took the correction tape and I covered up. You can use tape, you can use washi tape, you can use whatever you prefer. This is just the perfect thickness, or it's the perfect size for this image. I tried using washi tape and I was struggling. And then I tried using regular tape and I was struggling. So I dug in my drawer and I found this. So there's our greeting. It says Merry Christmas to you and yours, but only Merry Christmas fits on this die. So, yeah. This set is a must. So I'm just going to glue this right on top of there with my liquid glue. You're not the first person that says that you didn't buy it and now you want it. At first I wasn't thinking that I was going to get it, and I do sew and I do quilt. But man, it's such a good one. Okay, now we're going to add our button. I don't know why I put these back in their package. Aren't these buttons awesome? Mini Christmas buttons. And then I know I got double bows on this box, but I think it's okay. If it's not, then y'all can leave. Whoop, ruh-roh. Hold on. What I was saying is if you don't like the double bows, you can leave off one of them, right? A teeny tiny bow. By the way, these new scissors, they're super sharp. Our old ones never really cut ribbon very well. Actually, this needs to be even smaller. I can tell. Okay, we're going to add a glue dot. I love it. Multiple people are saying they're rethinking this set now. It's one of those sets that like you could keep forever because it just packs a punch, right? Okay, I will tell y'all, I went round and round and round and round and round on the ribbon. I could have used that stitched, wait, what am I doing? That's my glue dot container. I was trying to stash it over there for some reason. And I'm using 2 different embellishments, 2 ribbons. You don't have to do that. I just couldn't stop adding to this thing. I don't know why, but these, what are these called? Christmas epoxy shapes. So I'm using some new product that will be available next month. I'm using some current product. Okay, so a little candy cane fits perfectly right there. And then our the ribbon. What was I saying? Yeah, I was going to use the stitch ribbon, but it was too thin. And I know that the white maybe kind of gets lost on this box, but I couldn't. I thought about using the holly leaves with the die, but I cut those out, and it just, y'all know me, a project is not, it's not finished until it's got ribbon. I know not everybody feels that way, but I'm a designer series paper person, and I'm a ribbon person. Okay, this thing is not cooperating. There we go. Now, let's get the box over here. I'm going to add this first to the box. Now, this one I kind of angled it. This one I'm going to put straight up and down, and we'll see which one we like better. So the last chance list was available today, which, sorry, I forgot to put it on my website because I completely forgot about it. The designer series paper and cardstock sale started today. And I figure if some of you guys are going to place an order for those items, then you might want to add this. Now, this is completely reversible because it's the same, right? So whichever one you like the best is the top. They're both the same. It doesn't matter. Does the Post-it note tape absorb the ink? You know, I don't know. I'll get it in just a minute and we'll look at it. I should not have put my glue dots up. So what is it? 5:38. So not too bad. I mean, I did most of the die cutting in advance, but well, the only stamping was the Merry Christmas. So cute, right? So if you know anyone that likes to sew or quilt, this is the perfect. I think my bow needs to be smaller. A little bit. Okay. What do y'all think? Do you like it? Hey, Linda. Yay, I'm so glad you guys like it. Perfect. As Michelle says, so cute. S-E-W. Yes, Stephanie, he said again, he's so sorry that he, that's not the first item that he's stuck in his office and forgot. Remember the bow maker last week. Sorry, Stephanie, I don't have your card down here. It's still it's still sitting upstairs in the foyer. So I will share it with everyone next week. Okay, so we're gonna do like all the information again. It's like one of these looks bigger than the other, but they're both the same size. So I actually like the one that's going straight up and down instead of the one that's at an angle. Yeah, okay. So housekeeping notes or specials, whatever. Again, the product of the month is, what's it called? Well, glow something, right? Wait, I think I have another picture of it. Do I? Glow of the Harvest. It's beautiful. I added it to my order today. Last chance product, so don't forget to check that out on my website. The Witchy Whimsy hat. I ordered that today too. How could I not order that? Designer Series paper sale. Don't forget, select papers. So it's not all of the paper and it's not all of the cardstock. It's a select amount. I did post all of those on my website today with the link, so you can check that out on my blog. Okay, so now last week's pick of the week was, nope, that's this week's. So last week's pick of the week was this product here. And our winner was, and I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your right. Is it Julin? Julin? I've contacted her. She did get the email. So she is our winner. Congrats to you. And now this week's pick of the week is this product here. So it's going to be the Pretty Poinsettia stamp set. Now this ribbon is retired. I'm just pulling from everything, from everywhere. Shiny ribbon, which is real red. This is the fabric tray that I made for our neighbors for Christmas 2 years ago, and I had one left over, so I'm giving this away. It's a lot deeper than my blends basket, so I put, what did I put in there? Candy? I think I put candy in there. So it's a lot bigger than the one you guys see that holds my blends. It's about double the size. And then a chick stand. So the way that you enter to win, not that one, sorry, here we go, is all you got to do is use that QR code right there, or the link will be on my blog tomorrow. That link never changes, so I just delete the entries as soon as I draw the winner. So when I drew the winner today, I wiped all the entries out. So that link to that never changes. So if you have the link, it's the same every week. I just delete the entries and start over. Okay, one more announcement and then we'll do the giveaway, I think. Chick Candy. Let me take this off the screen. And I forgot to load the image, so let me load the image really quick. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, so Chick Candy 200. Kind of a special one, right? So that is, let me move this out of the way. It's going to be the Noel Tidings Stamp Set and Dies. This is a brand new product that will be available to customers in September. Demonstrators, we can order this now. Technically, whoever wins this isn't getting it till September because the drawing goes from August 1st till the end of the month, okay? It also includes this teeny tiny fabric basket and then this regular fabric basket. Let me take that off the screen real quick so you can really see the product. So this basket and this basket. Doesn't this fabric look a lot like this stamp set? I think it does. Especially that image right there, right? Okay, so all the details are already on my website. I did post that information today. And I think that's all my housekeeping notes. Does anyone have a question? I did not draw 199 winner yet. I am working on that on Thursday. So I have to help Brooke tomorrow. She has a broken foot, as y'all know, and I have to take her shoe shopping because she's a teacher. She's an art teacher, and school starts week after next, and she's got to get shoes The doctor told her she's going to still be in the boot when school starts, but she's got to have special shoes to wear afterwards. So I have to take her to like a specialty shoe store. You know what I mean? I bought that fabric from Quilter's Bliss, which is a fabric store in Olathe, Kansas. I think I have like maybe a fat quarter of it left. If you want to send me an email, I can see if the name is still on the salvage. I'm not sure. Yeah. If you want to shoot me an email and just ask me the name of the fabric. I only bought 1 yard of it. And as you'll notice, I didn't get a lining fabric. Like the inside and the outside, it's both the same because it didn't have a coordinating fabric to go with it. But I love having the fabric the same, the lining and the outside fabric. I'm okay with it being the same. Okay, so let's get this drawing going. Y'all be thinking about which gift you want real quick. I'm going to go pull the entries and we're going to do the prizes. Okay? So let me get my keyboard. The PDF will be on my website tomorrow that has all the measurements for the card box, okay? Where am I going? I'm going to get the entries. And then I'll do a screen share and show you guys I can't talk and do this at the same time. Okay, we have, how many entries do we have? We have 185 entries for today, and it is officially closed. So I'm going to download those real quick. Today's date is 8/4. 8/4. And now I'm just going to copy it into Wheel of Names real quick. Okay, copy. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. Wait, I need to turn the volume up. Okay, are y'all ready? Let's see. Where's screen share? Not screenshot, but screen share. Here we go. Okay. Congrats, Elaine. You've got 3 minutes to claim your prize. And let me just write her name down, and then I'll take this off the screen for the time being. Okay, are y'all still there? Yep. Okay, Elaine is our first winner. Your choices are, hopefully you know what the choices are. A was the Chick-a-ma-jig. B was one of the fabric baskets. C is a chick stand. There's just not enough room. I'm sorry. Next week there will not be so many choices. D is the dies. E is the ribbon or the twine. F is the tags. My desk isn't big enough to hold all of it. Okay, so she said the basket. So which basket would you prefer? I'm going to put on here basket. Okay, so we'll let her tell us which basket and we'll move on to the next winner. So I'm going to pull up that Wheel of Names again and share my screen. And here goes the second winner. Congrats, Jody. That's awesome. Okay, let me take this off the screen. So Jody is winner number 2. She wants the round basket. Okay, so Elaine, is this what you're calling the round? The gingerbread one? I think that's the one you're saying, but confirm with me that it's the gingerbread basket, okay? I think it is. That the other two are not round. Jody is winner number 2. So your choices are Chick-a-majig, Chick stand, dies, one of the stamp sets, ribbon or twine, embellishment. You want the tags? So you want this tags? If it's not this tags, Jody, let me know, okay? Okay, now I'm going to draw the final winner. And let me pull up that. And I'm going to give you guys the link to fill out my form to claim your prize in just a few minutes, okay? Share my screen. Congrats, Michelle. You've got 3 minutes to claim your prize. And let me get back to that screen. Where are y'all? There you are. Okay. Yay! I'm so happy that you want the tags. That's awesome. Okay, so our winner is Michelle. Michelle, your options are Chick-a-majig. I don't know why my desk is so much smaller. Chick stand, ribbon or twine, embellishments, dies, or stamp set. I don't know why I pulled so many today. Okay, Michelle. If Michelle's not here, we will draw again. I have not seen, I don't think I've seen a comment. I've tried to look up and look for comments. Oh, while we're waiting, let me go ahead and put the link to claim your prize. So fill out my form. Whoops, that's too big. I don't want to cover myself up. Here we go. So fill out the form to claim your prize. I'm glad you guys like the project. It's so cute, right? So Michelle, are you here? A little bit more than half the time has passed, so we might be drawing another name. The keyboard was in the space. Yeah, I moved it. Okay. The sand is almost ended. Lori, I have them on my website. I'll get you the link to it in just a minute if you don't mind waiting. I think, yeah, the time is almost out, so I think I'm going to have to draw another name. Do y'all see Michelle? Is Michelle still here? Gretchen says I mentioned another sewing video. You know what? You're right. I need to take pictures of the baskets. That's all I have left to do. I actually have, is the upper camera set closer than normal? No, the boom is exactly the same height as before. Oh, you know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it's a little forward. I don't know. Okay, the time has ended, so y'all can see the sand glasses is, so we're going to have to draw another name. Sorry, Michelle. So I'm going to share my screen again, and we're going to draw another name. Here we go. Okay, you've got 3 minutes to claim your prize. Hopefully Carolyn's here. And let me take this off the screen. And Carolyn. So a Chick-a-ma-jig is a tool that I created to help box the corners. So when I make these fabric bags and baskets, it boxes the corners, which gives it the box bottom. So if it didn't have a box bottom, then it would just be, it would be flat, right? So it has to, you have to box the corners to make it a basket. I'm not explaining that very well, right? While we're waiting for Carolyn's response, I've got the timer going. I'll get the link for the Chick-a-ma-jig real quick. Yeah, while we're waiting. Oh, you want the Chick-a-ma-jig? Yay! Awesome. And which color do you want? Do you want white, pink, or blue? The white one's not here in the screen, but I have white, pink, or blue. So you just tell me white, pink, or blue in the comments if you don't mind. Okay. Now. Yay! Okay, so we don't have to do another name. I promise next week I will not have so many. That was a little confusing. So I'm going to grab the link to the Chick-a-ma-jig real quick. What is the name of the Christmas sentiment with the big words? That was called More Wishes. It's a pretty awesome stamp set. I have no clue. I'm going to say it probably came out like, what, when I was sick? Probably, because I don't even have any memory of it. She wants the blue. Okay, thank you. I'm going to put blue on here. Awesome. Okay, now, does anybody have any questions for me before I sign off? I've got a couple minutes. I'm going to get the link to the Chick-a-ma-jig. Okay, here we go. Now, there's 2 sizes. The one I'm giving away is the original one. I can't type today. So Ohio has tax-free this weekend. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe I should do that without the, well, yeah. Okay. Show my card. Show my card from last night. I'm keeping it secret because I'm going to do a video. Yeah, I sent Kathy a message asking her if I could do a video on it because OMG, it's so cute. I cannot not do a video. So if she gives me permission, I'll do it next week. What is the name of the fabric store? It is called Quilter's Bliss, and it's in Olathe, Kansas. So Quilter's Bliss. Olathe, Kansas. Yeah. And if you want to email me, I'll find out the name of that fabric. It's beautiful fabric, isn't it? I'm kicking myself for not buying more of it. I can't believe I only bought a yard. But like I said, I'm on a spending freeze. I've spent so much on Stampin' Up! Product. Even today's order was like, holy smokes, I couldn't even get it second day air because it was too expensive. I'll just get it in the slow boat. Okay, any questions? So the box holds cards and envelopes. Sorry, Marilyn, I didn't see your question. It will hold regular size envelopes and cards. Yeah. It's a nice size box, right? A very useful box. You know, I don't know if they do online orders. I guess I probably should have asked her that before I started giving the link to her. I think she does. You know what? I can look really quickly. Let me see. Let me go to her website. Let's see. Usually it comes up. Okay, so here's her website. And I'm just going to put, let's see. I'm just going to add something to my shopping cart. Oh, goodness gracious. That's a beautiful item. Proceed to checkout. Let me see if it has a shipping option. Shipping options. Yep. She has online orders because it gives you your shipping options, or you can do a free in-store pickup. Yeah. So she does do online orders. We both looked it up at the same time. Let's see. Okay, Lisa, will you send me an email? And when I find the name of the fabric, I will, did I decide on the 12 days of Halloween? I actually decided on 6 days instead of, let me give you guys my email. I decided on 6 days instead of 12. Yeah. Angie at chickenscratch.com. There you go. Yay, I'm so glad you guys like the box. So Debbie says she will not mind if I do a video. If it's okay with her, I'm going to do the video next week because it's so cute. Yeah. It's a completely different design than what you guys would expect from the mouse. Or mice. Mouse, mice. It seems to be less work than what you think. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I cut one of the 6 on camera, but it did not take that long at all. Yeah. I should put it where it's more in view. Okay. So again, like I said, the free printable will be available tomorrow on my website. Don't forget Last Chance. Don't forget to enter the pick of the week, the Chick Candy, all the stuff. There's so much going on. And tomorrow I will make mention of the Last Chance products on my website. I can't believe I forgot today, but what can I say? There's so many things going on. And I had to get my order placed first thing this morning. Priorities, right? Let's see. You can always do the new hat for one of the Halloween projects. Oh, you're right. I could. But I think it's going to take a while, right? Stephanie, I really like the fun fold. I hope I can remember how to make it by the time I do it, right? Yeah, I tried to jot down notes when she was giving us the clues. So I think I can do it. I think I can remember it. Okay, so I will be back next Tuesday, same time, same place. Is the mouse from the Christmas catalog? It is from the Christmas catalog, and that goes live the first week of September. But if you're a demonstrator, we can order from it now. Yeah. Okay. You guys have a great evening. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good night.